Hey, what's up mga kasyunina? This day, we're going to discuss solving quadratic equation using factoring. So, pakinggan po natin yung ating discussion for this day kasi we're going to divide this three topic into three classes. The first classes that we're going to discuss is class number 1. These are the conditions in class number 1. These are the conditions lies on class number 1 in solving quadratic equation by factoring. Number 1, all terms of quadratic equations are positive, like the example that we have in our screen. So if you're going to notice, all of the terms there are all positive. Now, what are the factors of these quadratic equations? It contains two positive binomial. And what about the roots? The roots are all negative. To begin with, let us have our example on the board. Okay, let us now discuss factoring under class number 1. Remember that under class number 1, all of the terms, the given terms are all positive. They're positive here, and positive here. So again, what are the factors of this quadratic equation? It contains two positive binomial. Remember that it contains two positive binomial. And what are the roots? It contains two negative roots. So let us factor this quadratic equation. Remember, in factoring, we're going to find the best factor that satisfies our equation. Okay, so we're going to create two quantity here. Since this is x squared, it means that this two quantity contains x. Now, what will be the factors of 2? Now, we know that the factors of 2 is 2 and 1. So we're going to write down 2 here and 1 here. And as I said earlier, this class 1 contains two positive binomials. So it means that all of the factors here, or all of the binomials here are positive. So like this one. To check whether your binomial is correct, you're going to multiply the inner terms. Like that is 1. Then that is 2 times x is 2x. And you're going to add. So this is x, this is 1 times x is x, 2 times x is 2x, so x plus 2x is 3x. So that's how you're going to check if your factors are correct. So it means that we arrive on the situation, we arrive on the right answer. So this will be the factors of this quadratic equation. Now, how to find the roots of this quadratic equation? So we're going to equate both of them by 0. So this is, the other one is x plus 2 is equals to 0. So this is x is equals to negative 1 and x is equals to negative 2. So this will be your x sub 1 and this will be your x sub 2. So it means that the value of x is negative 1 and negative 2. See? All roots are negative, all binomials are positive, then all terms are positive. Let's go now to our next example. Our next example is 3x squared plus 5x plus 2. So again, this is under class 1 equation or class 1 category wherein all the terms are all positive. Again, let us recall what will be the two kinds of binomial or two binomials here. The binomial factors are all positive and the roots are all negative. So let us factor this equation. So again, we're going to create two quantities here. So 3. The factors of 3 are, of course, 1 and 3. So instead of writing 1 here, we're going to write only x here. And the other one is 3x. Okay, what is the factor of 2? Now, in putting the factors of 1 and 2, you're going to choose where you're going to pair 1 and you're going to pair 2. If you're going to pair 2 here and 1 here, or 2 here, let's say we're going to pair 2 here and 1 here, and we're going to put 1 here. So if we're going to multiply the inner terms, which is 2 times 3, that is 6, and 1 times 1, so 6 plus 1 is 7. We cannot get the middle term. So it means we're going to find what will be the best pair of these two quantities. So if we're going to put down 1 here and 2 here, so let us check. Do we get the middle term of our product equation? So this is 1 times 3 is 3 and 1 times 2 is 5. So it means that we can get this part. So that's the only way how to check our factors if check our factor if it is correct or not. So by pairing those factors to two quantities, so the right pair. So again, so we have checked already that we get the middle term, it's 5x by multiplying the inner and the outer terms. So let us now equate these two quantities. So it's x plus 1 is equals to 0, and then 3x plus 2 is equals to 0. Solving this one, we have here x is equals to negative 1 by transporting 1 to the other side. So this will becomes x sub 1 is equals to negative 1. And then this is 3x plus 2 is equals to 0. So 3x transpose this 2 to the other side, this becomes negative 2. And then divide both sides by 3. Why 3? Because this is the coefficient of x. Cancel this 3. So x here is equals to negative 2 over 3. So the roots of our equation is x is equals to negative 1 and negative 2 over 3. So again, it satisfies the conditions under class number 1, wherein all the roots are negative, all the binomial factors contains positive sign, and all the terms are all positive. Now our next example, we have 8x squared plus 22x plus 15. Again, this is under class 1 because all terms are positive. So what do we expect? The binomial? The binomial contains all positive sign, and the roots contains all the negative, or all roots are negative. So let us factor this one. Okay. So factors of 8, of course, factors of 8 are 4 and 2. So 4x here and 2x here. Again, what will be the factors of 15? Of course, factors of 15, it can be 3 and 5. And it can be also 1 and 15. So let's try. If we're going to use 15, absolutely, going to put 15 here, it becomes 60. So we are only 22 here at the middle part. We're going to put 15 here, so it increases into 30. So 15 and 1 are not possible as a factor. But the best factor that we're going to use is 3 and 5. If we're going to put 5 here, let's say going to put 5 here, and 3 here, yan. We're going to put 3 on the other side. So do we get the middle part if we're going to multiply the inner and the outer terms? So this is 26, 6, and this is 20. So 6 plus 20 is 26. So it means that the arrangement are not, or it does not the best arrangement for factors of 15, which is 3 and 5. So let us interchange. We're going to put 3 here, and we're going to put 5 here. Yan. Okay, now let us check. So if we're going to multiply the inner terms, which is 5 times 2, and that is 10. Then 4 times 3, that is 12. So 10 plus 12, and that is 22. So we get the middle term. We get the middle term. So it means that that is the best arrangement of 5 and 3 in factoring these types of equations. Again, the factors of 8x squared plus 22x plus 15 is equal to 0 is 4x plus 5 times the quantity 2x plus 3. So we're going to equate these two binomial into this one. So 4x plus 5 is equal to 0 and 2x plus 3 is equal to 0. Now let us find the value of x. So in this part, we have 4x is equals to negative 5. Then divide both sides by 4 to isolate x on this side. So cancel 4. So x should be negative 5 over 4. Same with the other side. We're going to transpose. Is equals to negative 3. Transpose positively to the other side, it becomes negative 3. And divide both sides by 2 to isolate x on this side. So cancel this 2. So x equals to negative 3 over 2. So therefore, the value of x is, this is negative 5 over 4 and negative 3 over 2. Again, it satisfies again the equation or the conditions wherein two roots are negative, binomials are both contains positive sign, and all terms are contains positive terms rather.